certified electrician, a master electrician, and I'm also a licensed inspector. Coming to you today from this beautiful location here of Tasco's Art Salon. They have beautiful stuff here. You can come down and check them out. They're in 8113 Germantown Avenue. I'm here doing a presentation today on how to wire a receptacle. And I do it here in case other people who are coming in and out of the store want to be able to know how to do that. So it's really just for DIY, something that you can do at home. Okay, so I have a piece of what we call Romex, and it's a 14 gauge because I'm going to be doing it with a 15 amp receptacle. With the 15 amp receptacles, they have a gauge in the back of the receptacle that tells you how far you can strip the insulation off of the wire. Okay, so first let me just strip the jacket back off of the cable. Now I'm just going to use a utility knife. You can use a knife, be very careful. Remember, I've been doing this kind of stuff for a very long time. So I'm just going through the mechanics of it. So you just take, and if you want it a little bit longer, you just pull it. And then I take my side cutters, which is what we call the linemen's or side cutters. That's what we call them out in the field. Strip that back. So now you have your black wire, which we consider your hot, your white wire, which is your neutral, and then you have your ground. On your receptacle, you have, on the one side is a silver screws. That's the side that the white wire goes on. And on the opposite side is what we call, looks like a brass screws, and this is where the black wire goes. And then of course you have your green for your ground. Okay, so and this is a 15 amp receptacle. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, we don't have to strip the ground back because the insulation isn't on it. So there's a number of ways you can do it, but on my strippers here I have a hole, and so what I would normally do is kind of like stick the copper inside of it, bend it back to kind of like make a loop on it, an eye or a loop, and then I would put it around the ground screw. And so I take it, go around it, the screw, take my side cutters with the nose on it, squeeze it to close it up. All I'm doing. And then I'm gonna tighten it. Now, the eye of the wire, when I tighten it down, it goes in the direction that I'm turning the screw on, so that it doesn't work against me or come off. So the same way that I'm turning it is the way that the wire is wrapped around it. Okay, so that's the ground, and then I normally will do my white wire, which is my neutral, and I'm making it long enough so that I can put a nice little eye loop around it, and then just pull it. Again, I take the circle, the hole for my side, for my pliers, these are actually my strippers, I'm sorry, for my strippers, and then I wrap it around it, just being really gentle with it because I don't want to mess up the copper. And then I can use whichever one of these screws I want to because it's a duplex receptacle. So I'm going to take it around this one, and again I'm going to put it around in the direction of how I'm going to be screwing it down. And so it's a little bit of it sticking over there. I want to close the eye of it, so I go between where the copper is and the other copper, both sides of the copper. So now the loop is closed, and I tighten it down, going in the same direction of the loop, and that tightens it down. Then I flip it around, take my black, Strip it back a little bit. And I'm basically lining it up with the gauge of the 14 copper, which is what I'm using here. This is a 14-2 Romex cable that I'm using for a 15 amp receptacle. I'm going to strip it back. I have my gloves on, I don't have a little grip on it. There you go. Again, I take the loop that's there on my strippers, make a little eye on it. Get the receptacle. Again, put the loop around it. And then I have enough copper so I can grab it and close that up. So now I have it closed. Take my screwdriver and go around in clockwise. That's the word I was looking for, clockwise direction. And screw it down. That's how you wire up 15 amp receptacle. And you can either have the ground down when you put it in, or you can have the ground up. Doesn't matter, it's your preference. So I hope you learned something today on how to install a receptacle, 15 amp receptacle in your home. Always making sure that your power is cut off. But again, I'm just trying to give you an idea how to wire it. Till the next time, thank you.